Alright guys, so what is SEO and how does it work? Well, let's go ahead and break it down. It stands for Search Engine Optimization. It's basically optimizing your website to get it ready for search engines like Google or Bing. Look, I'll show you. Say someone is trying to find a home inspector in San Antonio, right? They're gonna type it in on Google, hit search, and some sponsored stuff with some maps and Q&A is gonna come up, but technically these guys are ranking #1. So that's SEO in practice, and like anything else after that, not many people care about it. It's just the truth. So some of my clients always ask about it like, hey Roger, it shows that you offer SEO for all of your packages. So what exactly are you doing to my website then? Well, I'll explain that to you. So there's 3 different types of SEO, but there's 2 that I take care of.
Okay, let me handle this.
So for this example, I'm going to use one of my clients' website that I built, Nestled Roofing. If you guys need roof work done, reach out to them, they're awesome. So for technical SEO, it's going to deal with things that aren't necessarily on the page. They usually come in meta tags, and I like to keep them all organized. I'll show you some for an example. So there's this one that's like a theme color meta tag. It's what's responsible for that little bar on top of some mobile devices. A lot of developers forget about this one. There's a link for the canonical tag. It just lets the crawler know what to index. There's a description meta tag, pretty self-explanatory. Keywords as well, of course. So then we come to the social media meta tags, and these are super important, as I'm sure you know why. There's a web app I like to use called metatags.io. It lets you paste in a link to any website to check its social media tags. It shows you how it's going to look on Google, X, Facebook, and so on. Of course, I have it in for Nestled Roofing, but a lot of developers forget about this too. It's also responsible for when someone shares your website through a text, it's that banner that pops up. Super important to get that in there. So now we're on to the fav icons, and these are pretty easy to explain. It's just that little icon that shows up on the top of browsers, phone browsers, or if someone wants to make an app out of your website, I didn't even know they can do that. It takes care of that little icon too. It's the small touches, man. It's the small touches. Come on now. So for the rest of the technical SEO, it just falls under the performance side. Of course, just making sure it's responsive, it looks good on all devices, making sure it's quick. You got to make sure you have a robots and sitemap. I'll explain that in another video. And then of course, making sure the performance is right on Google and stuff. Perfect.